morning, everyone. Welcome to our final assembly of the year. Of course, a very special thank you to families who came here and joined us for the assembly. It's been so great, not only today, but throughout the year to finally have families back with us for events like this. A theme for our yearbook and for this year has been rediscovery. Huskies are back. So much this year that we're doing for the first time in several years due to the pandemic. So, first time for the full-on end-of-year concert, first time for Husky Week service trips, first time for flying to tournaments for sports, right? So all of that has been, so wonderful to see and has made this such an exciting year of kind of re-emerging into school life the way it's supposed to be. And thinking back on all those moments, I just want to say that I would encourage, I'm sure you're already doing this, but this is the very last day, so I would once again encourage all of you guys to take a moment to just celebrate and cherish those memories. So when you sign somebody's yearbook, when you say goodbye to a few students who this might be the last day that we'll have them with us, take a second to really appreciate that. They say life is made up not of days but of moments, right? When we remember things, we don't remember whole continuous days. We remember those moments, right? That moment, in Okinawa last week with some of you when we were on the beach and we saw the sunset, right? Or the moment when somebody helped you and pushed you to make the last serve at the badminton tournament. Whatever it is for you, right? Celebrate that, find a way to capture it, cherish it, express your gratitude. Today is a great day for that. So we have a lot to celebrate and cover today, so I'm going to keep this pretty brief. I also just wanted, though, to say personally, thank you to all of you, students and staff alike. It's my third year here at HIS, and it really is a privilege, it's an honor to get to work with such wonderful students and families. I was thinking about, what words of advice to say, going into the summer, and let me just ask, actually, for those of you who've been with us a long time, who was on the Jozanke field trip in MP3? Who was here all the way back then? 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, just a handful, right? And I said this at the elementary assembly yesterday, but it was so simple, it stuck with me. Miss Manjome, yes, you too, Roman, yes. It really stuck with me. Miss Manjome's advice, her rules for the trip were just be safe and be kind, right? And that was just the mantra throughout the trip. Students be safe and be kind. And, I think there's no better advice that I could throw out there for the summer. Be safe, be kind. I'm looking forward to seeing you all, many of you, back on the first day of school in August. And of course, for our seniors who we will be saying farewell to, I'm looking forward to celebrating all that you've accomplished today at graduation, 3 p.m. Reminder, students, I think you know this, hopefully you saw Mr. Cook's email, but unlike the last couple of years, all students are invited to graduation and encouraged to attend. So students, non-graduating students, please be there as well. So we'll look forward to seeing you. Thank you all for a great year. Have a wonderful summer, and I'll pass it to Mr. Cook for our next bit. Thanks.
Thanks, Mr. Foster. I don't want to actually go into a bunch of announcements at this moment. I was going to ask teachers too if they have any announcements. That seems a little bit silly to do that right now. We're going to do that at the very end. So teachers, if you have anything to announce at the end, please keep that in mind before we go downstairs after the assembly. So we're going to move straight into number 3 on my list, which is Julie and Anna, who are going to come up here and kind of wrap up this year's student council for 2023.
This mic is kind of high, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Julie. I was your student body president of this year, and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for making this a wonderful year. I know we all faced some challenges, such as our advisor changing mid-year, and we had a lot of events that we had to kind of go through kind of blind because we redid them after 3 years, and I wasn't here before that. But I just wanted to thank you all so much for being there for me and for supporting me through everything, and I couldn't have done this without you, and I just wanted to thank you so much.
I was your social officer, and I'm glad that we were able to have a lot of events that we couldn't have the past 3-4 years. It was really fun, and I'm glad that my name's up there twice. Yeah, I feel very proud of myself. And thank you so much for being there for like events. It was really fun. Thank you.
Okay, so, sorry. As student council, we wanted to sign in the current class presidents. So if all current class presidents could stand up and come here because we haven't signed the designation forms. So every class president, please come up here so that they can sign the form and we can recognize your effort. If we could also have all current officers come up here so we can prepare for the next thing, thank you. Okay, now if we can have our newly elected student council officers, so student council officers for the next year, if you guys can come up here so we can sign you into student council, that would be great. Thank you so much. So next year's student council is also going to be a strange one because we're going to have a different student council advisor. We're going to have Ms. Seguino. I think you guys would remember her if you guys have been here for a while. So we're going to have her be the new student council advisor. So for this year, we're going to have them sign into student council. Along with that, we'll have the student council keychains that we have. So next year's officers are going to go home being the next officer and with a keychain. So can we give them a round of applause for their efforts? So if we can have all current seniors come up here, please. So every year the juniors say something about every senior and give a little gift, so we will be doing that right now. Okay, so first, Kate. So I'm really glad we got to be roommates and friends because you can always make situations more exciting. And I have so many great memories with you, like watching Christmas movies in the middle of October and making weird dances to songs like the Ninjago theme song. And I know you will be remembered at HIS for many years for your spirit. And yes, I hope you enjoy your life after high school. And now,
In the past 2 years, I've learned that you're a cheerful and a thoughtful person who gives positive vibes to the surroundings. As my TFB and SDG teammate, you're a great teammate who comes up with new ideas. And as a social officer and a volleyball captain, you're an awesome leader who made all of us have a great time at school. Thank you for being a great senpai and a friend to everyone, and I hope you have a great time in Tokyo.
Anna, when I came to AJS in 4th grade, I saw you and Mr. Kraslin. Ever since then, I think everyone knows you are the kindest person in the school. You are good at volleyball, music, singing, and study. Honestly, without you, it feels empty, since you are going to graduate from kindergarten. Thank you for being a wonderful and kawaii senpai. We all miss you and wish you the best of luck during your time at university. I know. Even thought I have sister, you're my second sister. It's hard to believe that we have known each other for 8 years. And I still remember that I was first person to talk to you. Every morning we walked to school together, but today was the last day. Thanks to you, I have been able to achieve a lot of stuff, like volleyball. You are the most caring and supportive person I know. Personally, I'm so sad that you're going to graduate. Good luck to you as you take the next step to your journey. We will all miss you, but no one will miss you more than me.
Julie, you have always been a very caring, helpful, and funny friend throughout the years I've known you, and I know you'll always be there to support any difficult moments. You're also a great leader through student council, which I think will leave a lasting impact on HIS, and I know you will do it great in the future, and I wish you luck.
Sasha, in the countries I have traveled to, I could walk down every road twice over and still not find a friend as loyal and as caring as you. We've seen each other at our highest, our lowest, and faced odds that we should not have been able to make it out of, and we have. I'm gonna miss you a lot, and I hope you have fun living out your Wong Kar-wai dreams in Hong Kong. Oh, right. There he is. William Clipstone. You are a warrior, an artist, and a legend. I've seen you go from a small, timid, aspiring artist with small-town vibes to an accomplished, illustrative, performance, and martial artist. I don't think I'll ever forget the excitement that was in the room of Mr. Beatty's ELA class when you gave your HIS reads on the Book of the Sword and had everyone screaming. I'm gonna miss that.
William Downer, you are a true Ohioan, and I don't think I could count how many double cheeseburgers you've eaten this year. You have definitely left many interesting and funny memories at HIS, and I hope you enjoy the coming years and become top 1 in every video game one day. But I will still always win at rock, paper, scissors. Noah, you're a very kind senior and you're always willing to help. and I will never forget your volleyball skills. So I hope you keep playing and have a great future. Yuki, your art is really amazing, so I'm excited to see what you do in the future, and I've also enjoyed sharing classes with you over the past years, and I hope you enjoy your life after high school. For the short time that we were roommates, we had many fun memories, and I've also enjoyed listening to your piano skills. So I wish you best of luck in your future.
Omar, sometimes I don't like you. But the times when I do is when I see that you use that natural power you have to inspire people. I remember when we were in the workout room and William was hitting his PRs, you had a way of just making things work with people. And I think that wherever you go, if you inspire that good change in people, the world will be a better place.
Miyako, during the time you were in HIS, it was exciting to see how your hairstyle changes, and through your work and effort as a MUSH leader, such as our meeting with the Seroptimants, it made me realize that this is how a true leader looks and acts. As you are the MVP of the volleyball tournament and a valuable person for everyone at HIS, I know you will be a valuable person for everyone you meet in the future as well. Valeria, I will always remember your debate skills in history class and strive to be like you one day. And I will also remember your amazing artwork, which is very inspiring to see. And I wish you the best on what you're going to do next. David, I still don't know how you landed a kickflip your first time skateboarding. Also, seeing your dedication to learning how to play drums in 1 year is very motivational and cool to see. So I'm glad we got to be friends, and I wish you success in your future.
There's a man in this school strong enough to carry the whole building. Our atlas, our foundation. Rem, I'm always going to miss whenever in practical math, Mr. P explained one of the comics, because I thought that was funny. Because I thought that was something that made the world a little bit more magical. Because you do that, Rem. I'm gonna miss you. Chris, you are an example of the nuance people are capable of. When I first met you, I thought you were a rude dude with attitude. But after knowing you for months and going through a lot together, I see you're a nuanced, caring, and thoughtful man. And I hope they don't get rid of that part at boot camp.
Well, thank you all the seniors for your time at HIS. You will all be missed very much.
Thank you very much. I think a couple of times I've been a little choked up, and this is not even a grad yet. Usually there's some tears. So thanks very much for the speeches about everybody, and it is going to be great to see you tonight at graduation. Next up, we have some awards. We have lots of awards, actually. These are the awards that different teachers are giving out for various purposes. So I'm going to ask each teacher to come up as they come up. So Mr. Fazio has awards for science.
Good morning. So here is the annual Science Fair Awards for middle school. These are in recognition of outstanding scientific inquiry, innovative thinking, and a dedication to the pursuit of knowledge. So we'll start with 6th grade. Mr. Rankin will present that because he was the 6th grade science teacher.
So the award for this year, student who did an incredibly detailed and really well thought out science project, Kensei Itashiki. He's gonna hate me because he has to give a speech.
Next up is 7th grade, and this award goes to a student who really dove deep into botany, and that for plant maze, Asana Yano. And last but not least, 8th grade award goes to a student who pursued his passion in physics, and that was measuring surface tension and capillary action, Griffin Cook.
Next up, actually, I'm not sure if Miss Miyataka is here. Oh, she is. So we have some Japanese awards. So please, Miss Miyataka.
So there are two kinds of awards that I want to give out. First is the book trailer contest, and the second one is the Japanese Cultural Award. So the first book trailer contest. This year we participated in two different contests. One is for the secondary students all over Japan, including Japanese public schools, and the other is for the secondary students who studies at international schools in Japan. Most students taking high school advanced Japanese class participated in either contest this year. Each student read a book at their level and created a book trailer to promote books using images and sound just like movie trailers. So I have two awards to give out. The first one was an award for the Book Film Festival contest. These winners were the top winners of the winners of over 100 participants, so that's really big. Second place, so please come up to the front. Second place, Yushu Sho goes to Kei Sakamoto. Saiyu Shusho goes to Ena Kanai and Julie Tanaka. Next is the award for the International School Book Trailer Contest. Second place, Yushu Sho, goes to Hana Katayama and Aina Nishi. First place, Taiyu Shusho, goes to Karen Kitayama. All of their book trailers are available online. Please search International School Book Trailer Contest. Okay, next. From the Japanese department, we want to give Japan Council of International Schools 2022 Recognition Award. This award is given to one middle school and high school student every year who has been exemplified or promoted Japanese culture and positively impacted the class through their studies or contributions. The students will receive a certificate and a pen from the Japan Council of International Schools. We had a very hard time deciding who to give this award to because there were so many great students in Japanese classes this year. For middle school, this student was always ready to learn, and especially during the history unit, this student showed enthusiasm and shared some knowledge which really deepened everyone's learning. The award goes to Mika Hamada.
For high school, this student was always good at planning and was steady in doing what he was supposed to do during class time. Also, this student achieved almost a perfect grade and was a model student. The award goes to Iyo Kichida.
Social studies.
Okay, so for my awards, the prize is a nice popular history book that you can read, some light reading over the summer. I have 3 awards today, so a Geography Award, History Award, and Outstanding ELL Student. So starting with the Geography Award, this is someone in my AP Human Geography class who went above and beyond, always studying extremely hard for all the unit exams, helping classmates, working as a leader on class projects, which we had almost every unit, and just an all-around excellent student of geography. So the outstanding student of geography for 2023 is Katie Kim.
Thank you!
Okay, next we're going to do the Outstanding ELL Student of History. And the reason I like to give this award is because, as many of you know, history can be a class with a lot of reading and writing for anyone. For an ELL student, that expectation and the burden is even higher. So when I see someone who is learning English, who is really putting forth effort, not just to do well in the class, but to improve their English skills, I want to acknowledge that. So this student was incredibly diligent. They made sure that all of the details before they completed an assignment were correct. They double-checked things. They prepared for oral presentations, which were also more of a challenge, more of a struggle. And overall just did an excellent job, served as a model for the rest of the class. And so this year's Outstanding ELL Student of History is Yeyun Hong. Okay, so the last award is Outstanding Student of History, and so this could be any student of history from grade 9 to 12 who is showing an effort to challenge themselves throughout the year by taking a higher level of history, someone who's dedicated to improving their historical thinking skills, their writing skills, and this particular student had to do a lot of independent work in order to achieve the expectations of the level that they were taking. Really spent time and effort trying to understand the more rigorous analytical tasks of the AP exam, and all around, again, an excellent student. So this year's Outstanding Student of History is Kiyotoshi Shichida.
Next up, I'd like to call Mr. Pangier up to the podium to give some recognition to students who have gone through 2 years of the capstone program and ending up with the capstone research.
Mr. Cook switched the order. I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to be up here for a little bit. I have 3 different awards and recognitions for 3 different select groups who've done amazing things. The first one I would like to start with is a group that we often kind of joked that, we were doing a lot of pro bono work, putting in lots of hours to do some amazing things. And if I could recognize the entire class, I probably would, but instead I'm going to call up 8 for their hard work and promoting the school. I'll put out a few hints for who they are. You can try to guess, and then after that I will call their name, and then we can take a photo together. the prize, the reward, will be either in the mail or here next year. This first student played a significant role in one of our bigger projects in alumni interview. This student was always really great at managing events. There's so many events at the school, especially this year. Always asking me if I can help with this or volunteering here, covering events, coordinating different teams, and it was great because he helped me not to miss things when we're trying to cover things in the school. This next student played a really big role in our banner video. Lots of skill in an area that I don't have, despite studying computer science. Showed me some new ways to do 3D modeling, and played a great role, and we'll get to see that video at the start of next school. This next student taught me many things about YouTube and custom thumbnails and SEO, and really guided me in trying to make things better for our school's website and for social media, and I really appreciate that. These are things where students went really above and beyond the classroom by far. This next student helped me check 40 plus pages in the yearbook, helped develop the yearly theme, supported on the yearbook ladder, was a promotions leader, did tons of videos, and I'm very grateful that he will be coming back to the publications class next year. The next students will not be in the class next year. Some are graduating, some are leaving us, and some have class conflicts. This student was new to the school this year and did 2 long-form videos, a dorm video and a video of that alumna, Miss Diana, kind of giving it away now. Was a reporting leader, paved the way with beautiful writing that you can check out on the website, and was just a great support in building systems with the class that I was teaching for the first time. This next student, you've heard his name a couple of times. He supported in the banner video. He was the one and only elementary assembly person. He did amazing work on the pages in the yearbook and was incredibly reliable. This next student did not only the yearbook cover design, but is still working on a t-shirt design for a t-shirt that we will be releasing at next school year. Banner video, custom thumbnails, and just has an incredible eye for design. And the last student is somebody that I relied on incredibly a lot, the chief. We lost track of how many yearbook pages she did. She set up the entire ladder for the yearbook, and I can't think of anybody better to be the chief editor. So could I ask those students now to come to the front? Omar, Luca, David, Theo, Will, Keo, Ian. Come on up. Check your emails because I need some information for your prizes. All right, I'd like to do something that I haven't done at this time before, is actually give recognition, even though we kind of know about these people, but some recognition for our literacy programs at the secondary level. This year, for the first time, we now have names set in stone, no, actually in metal, engraved on a plaque for HIS reads and HIS writes. So if I can get some assistance kind of holding up the plaque so people can see that, and then I would like to invite some people to the front. So if I can get some assistance with that, I'll invite them. So we have the HIS Reads Champions and the HIS Writes Champions. And what's really awesome is we actually have 4 HIS Reads Champions in the building. And so I'd like to, who are up here on this new plaque that we have. And so I'd like to first call up Hana, Julie, Miyako, and this year's winner, Jury. Let's give them a round of applause. And to stand there for now, and then I'd like to call up the HIS Writes Champions. So Hana and Aina. So Aina, you can come join for last year's HIS Writes. Let's give her a round. And this year's HIS Writes Champions, 4 of them, I'd like you to come on up as well. Jiyu, Otto, Josiah, and Jeremy, come on up to the front. All right, and maybe we can have the Writes over there and the Reads over there. I'll stand in the middle or something.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
So we're looking for a home for those, probably in the Gangpon area, and so it's been a long hoped for plaque that we have now, and so very happy that we will have that record of that amazing literacy. The very last awards that I would like to give are for 4 very special individuals. 2 years is kind of a long time, really, to endure Mr. Pangier. And these individuals have done that. They're my 3rd cohort for capstone. And while one of them might be the atlas that holds up the school, I can still do more pulls than him. Another one pursued her passion in AP research and actually doing a study on something that she really loves. And another one used her leadership to branch out and extend herself to other schools, making contacts, sending emails, and just really going beyond the actual school. And the last of the 4 is incredibly organized, even though she asked a question during one of her college interviews, and then she realized they thought that she was disorganized, and she was really upset after that. But I can attest that she's incredibly organized. When people ask me what AP Capstone is, I kind of ramble a little bit, like mumble, and then I kind of just say, well, you know, it's kind of like a mini version of a dissertation. You know, like, you mean like a PhD? It's like, well, kind of, yeah, that's really what you're doing. Like, wow, that's amazing. It is. And I think we really want to give props to the 4 Capstonians, cohort number 3. So in the order that I kind of put the hints out, Mr. Atlas, let's give a hand for him. Our artist in residence, Valeria. And a natural-born leader, very amazing at branching out, and it was really great to have her in the class. Let's give a hand. And last but not least, incredibly organized. Really, having you in the class helped me a lot, and I think that your organization helped the cohort stay together, and I really appreciate that. So a hand for Sasha. couple more things. So we have here, which is how to AP research. And this is something that these four kind of did on their own. You know, this isn't part of the class grade or anything like that. They spent, you know, an entire year finishing the second part of AP Capstone, finishing their study, and didn't really need to do anything else, but out of the goodness of their hearts, they really wanted to create something that captured their experience to pass forward to the next generation of Capstonians. So they made this book, How to Research, How to AP Research, and it was printed this morning. There's a magical ghost page in here, which is actually something that we were a little surprised at this morning, but you know, actually when you print books like this, it has to come in sets of 4. And so there's some space even for these 4 and for the next AP research students to write other things that they learn about how to research. And so I have given them an extra copy. And so if you want to, the 4 who are taking AP research next year, can you please stand up so we can recognize you as well for your effort? So there's 4 who are going to be taking AP research. Don't be shy, don't be shy, don't be shy. Okay. And so there's 4 of these and there's 4 of you, and so why don't you go hand them their copy of How to AP Research. Okay, we have to take a picture real quick, so come on up. And the last thing they got was an engraved pen. They did most of their writing through a computer, of course, but I think some old school, beautiful, great engraved pen is something that they definitely have earned through these 4 years. So thank you so much for being part of cohort number 3. Let's take a photo together.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pengier. When you said that that was the 3rd cohort, I completely, that's the 3rd cohort. It's been 6 years, so thank you very much for your efforts. Ms. Hardman's efforts over the years of getting this program to school. All right, I'm going to be presenting now our awards you've all seen many, many times into the GameCon. But before I begin presenting these awards, I wanted to spend a couple of minutes to recognize all of the colossal work done by teachers, your teachers, to provide the multitudes of opportunities for students to truly shine here at HIS, shine in the ways that make getting these awards possible. In the end, of course, the honors are entirely owed to you, the students who perform so well and in so many different ways to become eligible for these awards each year. However, I also truly believe that we owe a huge debt of gratitude to the teachers who've opened so many doorways to you over the years. These are doorways that you can choose to walk through or not. So please join me in giving a big thanks to the following teachers. And yes, this is an abridged list of things that they do, because we only have so much time. Mr. Pengier, through his passionate stewardship of HIS Reads, countless students have stood up on this stage right here and have spoken with such eloquence about the power and importance of reading. I think it's no small surprise that many of those students have actually ended up on these plaques themselves. Mr. Fazio, the elder statesman of middle school. He advocates strongly for individual middle school students on a regular basis and the middle school program as a whole. He spearheaded the badminton team this year that brought out such a huge amount of students to participate, many of whom may never have joined a team sport otherwise. Ms. Harmon, a teacher who wears so many hats, it's indeed a surprise she still has curly hair. Along with Mr. Pangiers, he teaches the Pinnacle AP Capstone program, as well as providing counseling, both college and social emotional, to our students. If a student is in need of help, Ms. Harmon is front and center, providing support or recommendations for support. Mr. Piazza, I said this actually to him this morning in a different way, but so many traditions, events, and programs we have here at HIS can be traced back in some way to Mr. P's involvement. His fingerprints are all over the place, from the math department to outdoor experiences to indeed these very awards themselves that I'm going to give out today. Mr. Rankin has renewed and revived the athletics department here at HIS as we slowly emerged from COVID. Under his direction, I believe there is now something for almost everybody who might be interested in being involved in sport. Not an easy thing to do in a small school like ours. Mr. Stern, for 3 years, Mr. Dan has been the main subject teacher for grade 6s as they moved up and stepped gingerly into middle school. He has been a strong advocate for reading as a librarian and for sport as our basketball coach. Mr. Dan is leaving this year and we wish him all the best. Mr. Beatty. Mr. Beatty has led students to prepare for and participate in the Model United Nations Conference this year, a first for HIS. I got to tell you, I've heard many times over the years that students feel that they don't get enough chances to compare themselves to other international schools. That's part of being isolated up here in Hokkaido. But through Model United Nations and other exchanges, we now have more of those chances. And we're looking forward to seeing HIS's participation in Model United Nations grow in the future. Mr. G, a huge thanks to you for stepping in this year, mid-year, to teach our high school science classes. You've made a great impression on our students in a very short time, and we're looking forward to your addition of AP Physics and Earth Sciences next year. Ms. Dixit, although teaching just one class this year, your contributions and dedication to your students are exemplary as freshmen take their first HIS and HS high school, is what I meant to say, high school math class with you. Very glad that you'll be back again next year to continue introducing our grade 9s to the rigors of high school math. Mr. McLean, students excel in many different ways, and for some of them, it's through the arts. Guiding students through the AP portfolio process while side-by-side juggling regular art classes is no small job. The results have truly been impressive, and it's wonderful to see a growing number of our students choosing professions in arts after graduation. The music department. Playing a musical instrument or involvement in choir has been shown to increase cognitive ability through enhanced neural communication between left and right hemispheres of the brain, having positive effects on learning, memory, and fine motor skills, verbal and non-verbal reasoning. That's what I learned from Google, anyway. And aside from that, I think that it's for everything I just told you, that Google told me, it's no small surprise that many of the students whose names are on these plaques, ones that are currently downstairs, are people who were involved in music. So we owe a huge debt of thanks to Mr. Sagino and Ms. Young. This year we've had large-scale music productions again. It's exciting to see a big year-end event concert again after 3 years of COVID hiatus. Thank you, Mr. Sagino and Ms. Young, for all of your hard work, providing such a strong leadership in this very pivotal program of the school. Ms. Young, we wish you all the best as you move on to new adventures next year. And finally, the language department. Similar to involvement in music, learning a second language improves cognitive ability, intelligence, and memory. Thank you to Ms. Miyatake, Ms. Kaizawa, Ms. Asai, Ms. Watanabe, and Mr. Motomachi for providing Japanese and Spanish introduction to our students through the years. And a very special thanks to Ms. Miyatake and Ms. Watanabe, both of whom are leaving this year. A warm and sincere appreciation for your years of teaching advanced and intermediate Japanese at HIS. The reason so many of our students can truly claim to be bilingual is in no small part because of you. Thank you. Okay, now on to the awards. The recipients of these awards were chosen this month by popular vote of these very same secondary teachers I've just been talking about. This is never an easy task, as there is truly some very deep talent in this school. My first award that I'll be presenting is for International Understanding. Students earning this award have demonstrated throughout the year a genuine concern for the promotion of international understanding and cross-cultural harmony, and have worked to foster a wider worldview on their part and for their peers. These students exemplify the virtues of cooperation, sensitivity, open-mindedness, and friendliness. And I'm going to present first for middle school. The person receiving the middle school award has been described by teachers as someone who excels in almost everything they put their mind to and strives for academic excellence. Consistently is consistently a positive role model for all students. Is extremely considerate of others, is calm, friendly, liked by peers, is a leader by strong, consistent, and commendable example, and is a leader to others in class. This year's Middle School International Understanding Award goes to Ji-Woo Kim. Okay, next up, the International Understanding Award for High School. This student has been described by teachers in the following way. Has taken a very active approach to service at HIS, promoting several new service initiatives in MUSH over the last few years. Has a leadership style that is very cooperative, open-minded, while being positive and cheerful and engaging to peers. Is seen as a true embodiment of the meaning and spirit of this award. This year's High School International Understanding Award goes to Miyako Ma. Next up is the Husky Award. This award is given to students who most embody the spirit of HIS through their determination to succeed. These students have shown remarkable growth during their past year at HIS and have garnered the respect and admiration of their classmates, teachers, and the wider community. Husky Award recipients demonstrate exemplary fortitude and adaptability, as well as a desire to grow and to improve. There you go. I gave vehicle the wrong award. swear I had it all laid out perfectly. I really did. Okay, back to the Husky Award. And I'm really going to look careful this time. The person receiving this award is being recognized as being very determined to succeed, and this is for middle school, by the way, being very determined to succeed and demonstrated tremendous growth and improvement through this past year. Forever asking a lot of very good questions. Not being content with just good, but always being willing to do rework and for taking feedback to heart. Being consistently kind to classmates and an example to others. For having a positive outlook and an attitude towards class that in turn brightens the class as a whole. This year's Husky Award goes to Julius Constantine. I made it all worth it. I have completely forgotten my mistake now. I've never had a woo out here before giving awards. Thank you. All right, next up for high school, the Husky Award. Today, this award goes to someone who consistently challenges to take higher level AP courses, consistently works well with peers, both helping them and asking them for help whenever needed with an eye towards always improving. Always seeks out teacher feedback on difficult topics. Never is satisfied with just knowing the answers to questions, but rather wants to know deeper underlying concepts and reasons behind the answers. Has shown outstanding growth through the years at HIS, speaks out when seeing a student excluded or feeling sad, takes action to include them, and has a commendable concern for inclusion. This year's High School Husky Award goes to Rem Ota. So last up is the Northern Star Award. Recipients of the Northern Star Award are champions of integrity, enthusiasm, and excellence. They have made great contributions to the school in areas of academic leadership, service, extracurricular participation, and fellowship. Through their attitude and accomplishments, awardees have consistently been positive role models to their fellow students. And first I'll present the award for middle school. The person receiving this award in middle school is someone who other students look to as an academic leader in class, is an exemplar of high academic achievement and a desire for self-improvement, consistently demonstrates an enormous degree of quality and motivation, is a role model who always volunteers, often for jobs that no one else wants to do, displays exemplary patience with others, even in sometimes challenging circumstances, and speaks up to defend peers, providing support to them in times of trouble. This year's Middle School Northern Star Award goes to Zachary Chang.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
All right, and the final award for high school. Here are some examples of things said by teachers to explain why this particular student more than qualifies for this honor. Tremendous academic skill and grit, extraordinary work ethic, top of the class in a balanced mixture of academics, service, international understanding, and being a positive role model in daily interactions with others. A voice of calm reason in her class. Consistently volunteers to complete tasks that need to be done. An exemplary student athlete at the high school level, participated and acted as a leader in varsity sports, and always looking to grow and embodies all HIS values, showing excellence in communication skills and in respect. This year's Northern Star Award goes to Hana Katayama.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. One more time. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, now just for one last picture, could I get all the awards winners to come up to the front? And maybe Mr. Schlosser could come up too.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. And as I said before, there was no easy decision out of any of those that we made. And, so congratulations to all students for everything that you've done through this year. Indeed, for the last few years as we struggled through a time where we couldn't do all those things that I listed at the beginning with our teachers had put on for us. Some of them had to be canceled for the last few years. And it's been a tough time, but it's great that we've moved through it. So thank you very much. All right, next, as we alluded to a couple of times already, we do have some teachers who are leaving. And so we do have some parting gifts for them from the PTA. Could they please come forward? Hello, PTA. designated to call out names. So, in no particular order, we're going to call up Ms. Young. Could you please come forward? Ms. Miyatake. Next up, don't run away, Mr. Dan. Please come on up here. Miss Yi, is Miss Yi here? She is not. Okay. Ms. Watanabe? And also, I would like to actually point out, she's not here right now, she's down in the office, but we have a staff member who is retiring this year, Ms. Abe. Can we all give a round of applause for her? And also, I think if there's somebody from the student council who could come up here and we'll call up a few of those people that I just called the names for too. We have a little something from the student council. Could a student council member come forward? So could everybody that I just called out that's here, so there's Ms. Young, Mr. Dan, and Ms. Miyatake, could you please come back to the stage? Thanks. Thank you very much. And we're now going to be getting to the part of the event where we just kind of say a bunch of things that you need to know before you leave. Because after we leave from here, we'll go down to, as you've known from previous years, we're going to go down to homerooms. There's a few tasks that you'll need to do. I'm going to mention those in a few minutes. And then you will be dismissed at 11:50. But before I get on to my short list of things that I need from you, are there any teachers who have any announcements? Ms. Harmon.
Seniors, you got an email about this, but just to remind you, you must pick up your final transcript from the office. Make it nice, don't crumple it up in your bag. This is your final transcript, so put it in a folder, keep it nice.
Whether you ordered the yearbook or not, we have some words to remember signature pages, so if you'd like one of these, stop by Refugio 2 and write your words to your time. Thank you.
Any other announcements from anyone? All right. So I just want to remind all people, seniors or departing students of other sorts, I need to have that departing student checklist form from you, please. So if you have not already handed it in, please do so very soon. I'll be in my office for a short while. I have to go down to the office, the main office, but I'll be either in my office or somewhere on the third floor or in the school office. But if I'm not in my office and you've got everybody's already signed, you could drop it off on my desk. Keys, don't just leave a key on my desk with no name on it, okay? So if you had a locker with a key, so please give it to me personally so that I can check your name off the list. I need those back. And actually, regarding lockers, please, we have summer school this year. Mr. Rankin and a number of other teachers will be here through much of the summer. The last thing that they will want is a bunch of stinking lockers. So make sure they are fully cleaned out, no sandwiches, no onigiri, or anything else that could cause a stench. So please, your teachers, your homeroom teachers will be checking your lockers, make sure that it is cleaned out completely, and if you're not sure, or, and a number of you fall into this category, you've forgotten your combination, you can come and get it from me, and then I will give it to you so you can take everything out of your locker, okay? And I need to make sure that, the teachers, your homeroom teachers also have signed up, except if you're seniors, by the way. I'll get back to you in a minute. Everybody from grade 6 to grade 11, you all have some jobs to do, some different of course, cleaning up your homeroom is one main task, but also there's usually some other things that they've signed you up to do, just to make the school look as clean as possible as we head out into the summer. Seniors, when I say go, you can go, except if you haven't given me your locker key yet, or your departing form. And then, of course, you can be dismissed to go and get ready for graduation at 3 o'clock. As Mr. Schlosser said before, everyone's invited to graduation this year, so please, we encourage you to come and watch your peers graduate. And one last thing before I say go, could we get everybody, every single person in grade 9, 10, 11, yes, those 3 grades, to bring up 2 chairs from the 3rd floor. Starting, anyway, from the computer room, try and find ones that are not falling apart, or buckled, or ripped. Anyway, everybody from grade 9 to grade 11, 2 chairs each, bring them back up here, continue the rows back so we have lots of chairs for graduation. Any extras that don't fit here can be stacked off to the side so that we have some extras if we get a lot of people. We have no idea. We haven't done this for a while with many people, all right? So please, 2 chairs each, 9 through 11. And to seniors, we'll see you back here at 3 o'clock. Before that, actually, 2:30, I should hope, by the latest, so that you're ready to go. And have a great day. And if I don't talk to you before summer, have a great summer. And we'll see most of you back here in August.